Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Sunday night. Back to you again with another video right here on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling page, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you like this video, hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribe to all my other channels, which are down in the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Share this video all over the goddamn internet. And most importantly, tap that bell, turn on all my notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. Or miss a belch. What it is. So, click the bell, get notified when I do my videos. So when I do my live streams, you can come in the chat. If I do them on the phone, then you just get notified when they're up. And that's all I got to say about that. So, do it now, because I said so. All right. It's 1:30 in the morning. I just got home from work like just about an hour ago. I had to settle in, feed my cat. Just fed myself some PB. That's peanut butter for you stupid people at home. So I had to eat my late dinner. Because I had a long ass day of work. I got another one tomorrow. Probably be home about the same time. Because I got to wait for people because they don't come in early. They always come in late. So I probably won't be home till about 12:15, 12:30 again. So your Raw review will be late, but it is what it is. But I'll still do the Raw review tomorrow. So I'm doing a Payback now because I want to get it out of the way and I have some time and I have some energy to do it. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Sunday night, August the 30th, 2020, or if you're watching from somewhere else, it is now the official end of August, August the 31st, 2020. It is time for your late night WWE Payback review. And as always, it was from the Thunderdome in Orlando, Florida, at the Amway Center. Where they're gonna be for about another month or so, because I think their lease ends in October. Though I don't know what's happening, if they're gonna re-up or what they're gonna do. God forbid that this virus ends next year. What's gonna happen when basketball season comes around? Can they go to other states and have shows with limited number of fans? We'll have to see. That's pretty much all I can say about that. So that's that. So Payback tonight was not bad. I think it was a little bit better than SummerSlam, to be honest with you. I think it was a little bit better than SummerSlam. We have new champions. Most of them are predictable champions, except for one of them. And we had some other things happening on the show. We had a ring implosion, which is always fun, but we'll get to that later. So come in the chat. We'll talk about Payback for just a little bit. And that's all I got to say about that. So come on in and let's chat about Payback. So let's begin Payback. Said it was a decent show. Start really deja vu, but Liv Morgan dives back in the ring to make the save, and then she drags Ruby to the corner, tags herself into the match. She then levels Billie Kay, makes the quick tag back to Ruby. Ruby then hits Billie Kay with the riot kick. 1, 2, 3. They get the win. match I didn't give two shits about, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Just two teams that were going nowhere. And that's basically all I can say about that. And that ends the pre-show after a video package of Keith Lee and Randy Orton. And that's that. All right, then we get to the main card. We start off with our first match. For the United States title, we had Apollo Crews, the champion, taking on Bobby Lashley with MVP and Shelton Benjamin of with him, the Hurt Business with them. So this was a pretty decent match, not great, but it was pretty good. Starts with Lashley taking control early with a knee to gut. Starts working off Apollo in the corner. He whips him to the other corner and runs at him, but Apollo floats over and lands behind Lashley. Goes for a dropkick, but Lashley's like, get out of here, bug. Swats him away. Then Apollo comes back, dumps Lashley to the outside, clicks with a moonsault off the apron. Lashley comes back, works over Apollo in the corner, dumps Crews gut first onto the top rope. Ew. And Apollo goes to the floor. Then he puts Apollo on his shoulders and slams him ribs first into the ring post. Ow, that had hurt. He rolls Apollo back in, locks in a rear chin lock, so a little bit of a rest period for a little bit. Then he transitions into a rear waist lock, hits a fall, drives his shoulder into Apollo's ribs. So we're working on the ribs, like the middle. Goes to a suplex. Apollo floated over and lands on his feet. Lashley hits a Dominator, but Apollo kicked out at 2. Then he runs at Apollo. Apollo avoids the contact. He goes up to the second rope, and connects with a diving crossbody. He hits Lashley with a double axe handle, works him over in the corner, hits a standing moonsault, but only gets a 2 count. Lashley tries for the full Nelson or the full Lashley, whatever you want to call it. But Apollo counted into a German suplex. Hits another German suplex. Goes up top, hits a frog splash from the top, but Lashley kicked out at 2. Apollo then ran at Lashley, but Lashley catches him with a huge choke slam. Then he locks in the full Nelson or the full Lashley, and then he brings him down to the ground. Knocks in the legs, knocks in the body scissors, and Apollo has no other choice but to tap out. So Bobby Lashley becomes the state champion. So the Hurt Business get back the belt where they really had the belt. Count. Bobby Lashley now the new United States champion. And that's pretty much it. And then Apollo said that I'm going to get my belt back. I'm going to get it back. So I don't know if Bobby Lashley is going to be a transitional champion. They might have a rematch tomorrow night on Raw, or they'll save it for Clash of the Champions coming up in a couple weeks. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Raw. And that's that. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Wasn't that bad. And congratulations to Lashley on being the new United States champion. And that's all I can say about that. And we move on. All right, then we get to match number 2. We got Big E taking on Sheamus, fella. This was pretty good. Not bad. Not bad. They lock up to start, and then Sheamus hits the ropes with Biggie, throws him, and then hits him with a shoulder block. Sheamus rolls to the apron. Biggie goes for a running splash on the apron, but Sheamus rolled out of the way, and Biggie slammed on the apron. Ow. That had to hurt. They go back in the ring. Sheamus starts to focus on the knee of the big man. He positions Biggie's leg on the bottom rope, stomps on the knee. Then he starts wrenching on the knee. Textbook one-on-one there. You know, whenever you have you attack a limb, you know, you like Andy does and just targets it. Targets every other limb too. And like the Horsemen did back in the day. They targeted they targeted the leg, they targeted the arm, they targeted for a while, and then you were in a lot of pain after that. So he ventures on the knee, and then goes to a cover, gets a 1 count. So it goes back to work on the knee. Biggie's free leg to kick Sheamus in the back, create some distance, not social distance, but some. Sheamus locks in a single leg crab, but Biggie rolls over on his back, kicks Sheamus in the face to break the hold. Sheamus hits the ropes, connects with a basement big boot to the face for a near fall. Biggie comes back with a belly-to-belly suplex, follows it up with a uranagi for a near fall. Then Sheamus hits the apron. Biggie goes for a spear between the ropes, but Sheamus catches Biggie with a knee to face. Then he connects with a slingshot shoulder tackle. Then he hits the elbow slam for a near fall. And then they get to the knees. They slug it out in the middle of the ring like two behemoths. Sheamus unlocks in a modified sharpshooter, but Biggie made it to the ropes to break the hold. Sheamus then runs at Biggie, but Biggie back body drops him to the outside. Ow. And then Sheamus goes on the apron, but Biggie hits a spear between the ropes to the floor. Ow. Then he rolls Sheamus back in the ring, goes for the big ending, but Sheamus counts into a heel hook. Biggie gets back to his feet, but Sheamus Sheamus levels him right away with a running knee to the jaw for a near fall. He looks for the brogue kick, but Biggie counted into a power bomb. Then he picks up Sheamus, hits the big ending. 1, 2, 3. Biggie gets the win. If you're gonna start getting some credible, worthwhile opponents, but people saying his next opponent is gonna be the Miz when talking smack, but we'll see what happens with that. 5. So we'll see what happens with that. So Biggie gets the win, and match I gave 3 out of 5 stars. So it was pretty good. Not great, but good. And all right. After that, we get to match number 3. Matt Riddle, everyone's favorite, bro, taking on King. Nothing to write home about. It was pretty good, not bad. It's also with Corbin hitting Riddle with a clothesline before the bell to his feet, and he's like, "I'm ready to go. I'm ready to fight. Let's go. Ring the bell." So they rang the bell. So the bell rings. Corbin starts working over Matt, beating up Riddle on the announce table. Said he did not hit Michael Cole, and rolls him back in the ring. Goes for the cover, gets only a 1 count. Then locks in a head and arm submission, but back to his feet to break the hold. starts beating up Corbin with a bunch of forearm shots. Goes for the Kimura lock. Then he transitions to a 19 break the hold. And then Riddle comes back, reapplies a sleeper with a body scissors. Corbin fights back to his feet, flips Riddle over his shoulder. Then he hits Riddle over the middle rope and starts punching him down to the mat. Then he locks in a Bob Backlund special, the yo kick wing. But Riddle slides behind to break free. Corbin hits a slam, only gets a 2 count. And then Riddle gets up, lands a kick to the chest of Corbin. Corbin regains control with a running back elbow for another near fall. Matt goes for a kick ribs, but Corbin catches a leg, goes for a single leg crab, but Matt keeps rolling and rolling to break the hold. Hits a Broton and starts levering Corbin with those kicks to the chest a la Daniel Bryan, Miz too. In the ring, Riddle hits a kick to the midsection that looked like it really hurt Baron Corbin, because Baron Corbin's like, oh. Corbin takes some time to regain, to get back to back. Hits deep 6 for a near fall. Then goes to work with some ground and pound, but Matt locks in a triangle as he was guarding, so he locked it. Follows up with the floating bro for the 1, 2, 3. So he didn't hit the bro Derek, but hits the floating bro, whatever that is, and gets the win. 1, 2, 3. And Matt Riddle, King Corbin, decent match. Not bad. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Right. All right. Then we see after the match, Baron Corbin goes to the back and assaults Matt Riddle in the back SmackDown, or maybe they'll save it for Clash of the Champions. But we'll see what happens with that. So I gave all that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. We will move on from there. Number 4, WWE Women's Tag Team titles. We have the champions. Baby, don't give me a hug. And the boss. And the boss. Sasha Banks, looking lovely as always. They're taking on their, I guess, the number 1 contenders, Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax, who basically hate each other, but they have the same goal and want to become the new women's tag team champions. But Shayna's like, I want her first, bitch. So she tags herself in, then the bell rings. Shayna traps Sasha in the corner, hits some kicks to the head, goes for her patented arm. Didn't really do. It got worse for Bayley and Sasha, because Shayna locks in a hammerlock, looks the tag, but Sasha pulls Nia off the apron to prevent the tag. That's smart. Textbook 101 from Woman Power Trip. Sasha then comes in, locks in a seated abdominal stretch on Shayna. I can't do it because they have. I'm in my boxer, so I can't do what they do. So, from Three Amigos. She makes the tag back to Bayley. Bayley connects with a sliding clothesline, goes out of the ring. Ow. Then Nia rolls Bayley back in the ring. Sasha and swings her a bunch of times into the barricade. Ow. Control Bayley, but Sasha hits a chop block while the referee is distracted. And then Sasha and Bayley start going to work with some quick, and Bayley slams Nia's knee into the apron, that messed up knee she's had. Then she hits the rope. Sasha made the save. Bayley goes for a heel hook, but Nia fights back to her feet. She drags Bayley's sliding knee to Bayley and connects with one to Sasha as well. And then Bayley slam. And then Nia Jax, she tags in Nia Jax, who comes in, splashes both Sasha and Bayley in the corner, laying them out. Inventive by Sasha. And then Bayley comes in, hits a diving elbow from the top rope. Not the much frog splash a la Eddie Guerrero. Her mentor for a near fall. Nia gets back to her feet, but Sasha connects with a kick over the top rope. She tags in Bayley, but Nia breaks free, makes the hot tag to Shayna. Shayna comes in, locks in a Kira feet, a clutch on Bayley, but Sasha made the save. And then Shayna locks up Sasha's legs in the Muda lock, not the great Muda lock. Then catches Bailey and Akira for the clutch. And Shayna uses Sasha's arm to choke Bailey, so it's kind of like, she had Akira for the clutch and a Muda lock locked in at the same time. And then she used Shayna's good arm to choke Bailey out, and Bailey's like, tap out. She had no other choice. So we have new women's tag team champions in Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. I guess you can call them the new two power trip, because they're going at it. They're gonna go at it on they went at it, I think, after the show, or after the match, not after the match, but after the show, with that, when they do the highlights after the show and put it on Facebook or WWE Network or the WWE app or the WWE YouTube page. So I think they're all happy, but have hatred for each other. We'll probably see what happens on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night. Maybe they'll do a rematch, which I really don't want to see, but if they do, they'll do it, because after a pay-per-view is usually a lot of rematches. And that's all I got to say about that. And we're going to move on from there. All right, we got doing really well on time, so I'm going to get this video up pretty done really quick. But like I said, the chat room's open if you want to come in, talk a little bit about Payback tonight, and that's that. All right, so Nia and Shayna get the victory and win the women's tag team titles, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw with those two lovely ladies. Well, Nia's not that lovely, but okay, it is what it is. That's all I gotta say about that. And move on from there. I think, like I said, I think Sasha and Bailey might get a rematch on Raw, but they'll still lose. And then, maybe on SmackDown they'll start the planting the seeds of Sasha getting really pissed off at Bailey, and then having a fight, and then the next night, maybe on Raw or the week after on SmackDown, Sasha's like, I'm tired of this bull crap. You've beaten everybody, but you haven't beaten me. So I'm challenging you right here, right now, for a SmackDown, for a SmackDown title match. And then Bayley's like, I'll do this on my terms, and we're gonna do this at Clash of the Champions. Then again, Stephanie McMahon gotta get involved again. I don't know, but we'll see. And that's that. So we move on. All right, match number, I believe is match number. Let me see. 1, 2. Match number 5. And we got Keith. This was okay, a little bit better than their match on Raw, which got ruined by Drew McIntyre coming and basically beating up Orton. Get to Orton, and he went to the back, did his promo, then he gets laid out, and then punt kicked for the 3rd time, which put him in the hospital. And they were saying he has career-threatening injuries. I guess we might hear from him. We didn't see him tonight, so they talked about him, but they showed video of that. But he wasn't in the building, so I don't even know if he's gonna be on Monday Night Raw this Monday night, tomorrow night. But we'll see. That's that. So match was all right, not bad. It's also with Orton with a side headlock, and goes for a shoulder tackle, but Keith Lee didn't even move. He's like, So Orton hits the ropes, tries to run at Keith Lee again, but Lee leapfrogs him and then squashes him with a big crossbody, which sends Randy to the outside to regroup, and then he carefully gets in the ring. Okay, I'm in the ring. So Orton gets pissed and then tells Lee that you better respect my authority. Hits not 1, not 2, but 3 thunderous chops to the chest. But Keith Lee's like, fuck this. Retaliates with Grizzly Magnum. I think the big chops he does. I don't know what that is. Then he goes outside the ring. Orton hits a back suplex onto the announce table. Sadly, did not hit Michael Cole again. They tease a count out, but both men get in the ring about 9. And then Orton goes to work with the Garvin stomps on the leg and the leg and the arms and the face. Keith Lee forced his way back to his feet to break the hold. But Orton hits a form to the back, and then some more ground and pound from Randy. Lee then hits the ropes and hits the pouch. Period. Sending Orton flying out of the ring. Then he heads to the outside, hits a back suplex onto the announce table. Said he did not hit Michael Cole there either. Then he rolls him back in the ring, but Orton Lee with his patented demon draping DDT. Then he gets ready. He goes, the thing he does to signal for the RKO. So goes for the Gilmore cutter, but Keith Lee says, nope, not having that. Counts into the Spirit Bomb. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee gets his first main roster win, which he should have had on Monday, but you know how they fucked that up. So Keith Lee gets his first major win in WWE, and he beats a legend in Randy Orton. So he won clean. So I think Randy was like, I'm going to put him over. But I'm still going to think about Drew. So Keith Lee gets a win. Match gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens with Keith Lee tomorrow night on Raw. As far as Randy goes, I think it doesn't hurt him that much, but I think something will happen when Drew comes back. We'll get an update on Drew, and Orton comes out. It's like, you're full of crap, blah blah blah. So we'll see what happens with Randy Orton as his voice next week. And I think they're gonna do another match for the WWE title at Clash of Champions, which maybe in a stipulation match or maybe a cage, not Hell in a Cell, but in a cage. But we'll see what happens with that as we move on to tomorrow night, and that's that. So I gave the match 5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. All right, match number 6. We had the Mysterios taking on Seth Rollins and Murphy, Rey Mysterio and Dominic to be exact. Match was all right. Nothing to write home about. Pretty good in my eyes, but Dominic just going berserk at times. Rey showing that he's still got it. I think he's like 30 or 40 something now. I don't know how old he is, but still a pretty decent match. But I'll get to that in a minute. So with Dominic and Seth starting off, Dominic tosses Seth to the outside with ease. So Seth's like, what the hell? Where did this come from? And he works over Seth on the outside, but Murphy made the save by just standing there. Dominic heads back in the ring, waits for Seth to join him. And Rollins comes back with a back body drop, and he sends Dominic over the top rope. But Dominic lands on his feet on the apron. Rollins and tags in Murphy, and Dominic catches Murphy with an arm drag, tags in his dad, Rey. They team up to hit a side Russian leg sweep basement dropkick combination, which is pretty cool. And then Rey's like, tag him, I want him. So Ron's like, if you want him, you can get him. So Ron's like, okay, I'll tag in. I thought it was Murphy getting tagged in. But anyway, Seth works over Rey in the corner, follows it up with a gut buster. He goes for another gut buster, but Rey floated over. Seth tags in Murphy, and Murphy tags back Rollins. Rollins drives a shoulder into Rey's gut, and they go in quick tags, tag wrestling 101, quick tags between them. Murphy comes in, continues the assault, and then gets the quick tag to Rollins. Rey breaks free, makes a tag to his son, but Seth catches Dominic with a Falcon Arrow. Then just started stomping on Dominic, just like wouldn't stop. But Seth catches Dominic with a Falcon Arrow after that. Then Rollins gets pissed and starts stomping on Dominic like about 50 50, 60 times. I don't know. I lost count. Drags Dominic to the corner, tags in Murphy, tags in Seth. Seth comes in and stomps on Dominic's hand, and he sends Dominic out of the ring. And then he goes to destroy the distracted referee, which allowed I lost my spot. I lost my spot now. I can't find where I was. Okay, so I did. So after that, so Murphy connects with a forearm shot to the jaw, runs on with a suplex or near fall. Then he locks in a 1910 abdominal stretch. Then he drags Dominic to the corner to tag in Seth. Rollins comes in, starts stomping the crap out of Dominic's hand, and then sends Dominic out of the ring. Rollins like, I'm not talking to you, ref. So you can count all you want. So Rollins distracts the referee as we see Bray go after Dominic, but Dominic sends Murphy into the barricade. Goes for a splash off the apron, but Dominic sidestepped him, and Rollins crashes in the barricade. Ow. Dominic makes the hot tag to his dad. There's a basement dropkick to face. Goes for a 619, but Seth ducked it. Pussy. Then we see Murphy go in the ring. But Dominic hits him with a sick DT. But Rollins ducks. Murphy charges into the ring, but Dominic hits him with a DDT. And Rollins catches Dominic with Sling Blade. But Ray quickly catches Rollins off guard with a seated senton. Then we see Ray and Rollins brawl in the ring as Dominic and Murphy brought ringside. It was in the locker room. I could be wrong. So Ray heads up top, dives at Rollins, but Rollins catches him with a midair code breaker. Ugh. And after that, Rollins falls up with a low super kick to the dick for the fall. I don't know where it landed, but this was. Then we see Murphy pulling Dominic back out of the ring, and Rollins and Murphy whip Dominic into the barricade. So we get that. So Rollins falls up with a low super kick for a near fall. Goes for the stomp, but Ray avoided it. And then Rollins rolls up Ray with a 1922 fruit roll up, that is. But Dominic made a save. Oh, okay. Seth rolls up Ray with a 1922 roll up for a near fall. Goes to a stomp, but Ray avoided it. Then rolls up. Rollins then rolls up Ray, but Dominic makes the save. Then we see Murphy pull Dominic back out of the ring, saying, "You're not going to do that to us." Goes for a powerbomb into a head kick, but Murphy counters into a Hurricane Rana, and then he hits Seth by accident in the head. Oops, that's grounds for getting rid of him, but we'll see what happens with that. So Ray tags Dominic, and Ray Mysterio tags his son. Dominic hits his dad's frog splash. 1, 2, 3. Dominic Mysterio picks his first major win in WWE history, and hopefully we'll see more good things with Dominic down the line. But we'll see. Because he has to go to school. He has to save up money for his so like I said, Dominic and and Jim Cornette were on the, we're talking together. And, Tim's doing his usual mannerism, like, well, yeah, stuff like that. I didn't add that in, but it was so. And then after that, I attempts, and then that's it. Then I came home on, I think it was Friday or Saturday. No, I think it was Friday night, Saturday. I forget what day it was, and we chilled for that night. And then Sunday we went shopping. Then we came home, put everything away, then laid down, got some business done. But that means I got the business done, if you know what I mean. That's right, ladies. Anyway, so got that done, and yeah. So Dominic picks up his first win, and he pins Murphy. He pinned Murphy, so Seth looks strong at the end. So Dominic picks up his first win in WWE. Probably many more to come over the next few years. But see how long he lasts in the ring. I don't know. Maybe he wants to do something else. But the match was pretty good. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we'll see what happens with the Mysterios and Seth Rollins and Murphy tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, because I don't think this feud is over by a long shot, but we'll see what happens. And that's it. All right, then we get to match number 7, no holds barred match for the Universal title. We had The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, taking on Braun Strowman, taking on the returning Roman Reigns, Mr. Cockface himself, with his new manager, advocate, Paul. So on SmackDown this past Friday night, which shocked to everybody. So so Roman's a Paul guy. So I don't know what's gonna happen. What's gonna happen now that Brock may be coming back? I don't think Heyman can deal with 2 egomaniacs, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. So match was pretty good. There was a good part of the match, but I'll get to that in a minute. So it's also with Braun attacking Bray before the bell rang, and then the match officially begins, even though it's not even there. They go to the outside. Bray does a Uranagi through the announce table, as we see Alexa Bliss watching from backstage, probably concerned about her soon-to-be new man, Bray Wyatt. But we'll see what happens with that on Raw tomorrow night. Then Bray finds a map of his, drags it towards Strowman. Strowman launches his chair at Bray, gets back to his feet, drives the mallet into Strowman's chest. Oof. They send Strowman's face into the ring steps, and starts, working on his neck, trying to break it or anything. But this was. Then he took apart the ring steps, drives him into Strowman as Alexa Bliss continues to watch on from backstage. So I don't know if she's gonna come out or what she's gonna do. Then Bray drives Braun into the barricade, and as they come back to ringside. He drives Braun into the barricade a couple of times. Bray tries to whip Braun into the stage screen, but Strowman put on the brakes and instead whips the Fiend into the screen. Ow. Then Bray tries to come back and tries to assist Abigail on stage, and they both go off the stage, which is kind of cool. One drags Bray back to ringside, rolls him into the ring. He heads up top. The Fiend catches him with an uppercut. Then Bray joins Strowman up top, and I'm thinking, oh, the ring is gonna break. The ring is gonna break. The ring is gonna break. And then Bray superplexes Braun. The ring completely implodes. Then that was pretty damn fucking cool. Michael Cole was going crazy. The ring imploded! Blah, Shut up, Michael Cole. Shut up. Shut up. Piece of shit. So, everybody's going nuts. The fans watching in the Thunderdome went nuts. We see and picked a perfect time to come out when both men are down and out. And the referee was down because of the ring imploded. I think he got sent out of the ring. But so we got a new referee, and he came down and tries to cover Braun because he was not out. But we had to wait for the referee to count. Slow as fuck referee. Dock his pay, please. It is what it is. But he has to wait for the referee to make it to the ring, like I said. So that kind of pissed off Roman. But Roman covers Bray for a near fall, 2 count. Then Roman covers Braun, but he gets a 2 count. And then Roman hits Braun with a bunch of chair shots. I think it was like maybe 20 or 21 chair shots. I lost count. But Braun makes the save at 2. Then Bray tries to win the match with a manual claw. He knocks it on Roman. Roman's fading a little bit, but Roman has to get dirty. He hits Bray in the nuts to break the hold, and then Bray falls out of the ring. Roman hits the spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns becomes Universal Champion one more time, and then he goes up the ramp, and we see Paul Heyman raising Roman's hand. So the Roman agenda is back on and is with us now, and looks like Bray, since he never got pinned to lose the title, he will get his rematch at Clash of Champions, where it should have been at WrestleMania, but we're gonna see the WrestleMania come. We're supposed to be at WrestleMania be on at Clash of Champions. Sorry, my eyes are like hurting. I'm really tired from fucking work, so bear with me. But that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on. All right, so Roman is the champ. I know a lot of people are angry. I'm not really angry. I saw this a mile away, but it sucks that at least Bray didn't get buried. But he loses the title a week after winning it. Winning it at SummerSlam and losing it the next week to Roman. Now they're gonna have their one-on-one match at Clash of the Champions. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. Roman will probably have a celebration, or him and Paulie will do a segment together, and then Paulie's like, the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. So, we'll see what happens with that. On Friday Night SmackDown this Friday night. And that's it. So match was good. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And congratulations once again to Roman. And Roman will probably hold that belt until maybe next year. Because there's really no challenges for him besides Bray, who's just the only who's a major baby face on Raw now, on SmackDown, I should say. Nobody else, but it is what it is. So he picked up the very, like I said, match. He gave 3 out of 5 stars, and picks up the title. I believe he's been 3 or 4 time Universal Champion. I don't know how many overall. I lost count. I think 3 or 4 WWE title reigns. I think he's getting close to 8, close to 10. I know that. I think it's around between 7 and 9. I think it's around 7, somewhere around there. But who knows? So that's it. So that ends Payback for this past Sunday night, and now we get ready for the road to Clash of Champions, which is on, I believe, September 20th or the 27th. But I'll probably say it tomorrow night when it is tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. So tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, we'll see the aftermath of Payback. We'll see what happens with Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax now that they won the women's tag team match titles. Are they going to give Sasha Bailey a rematch on Raw? They're going to wait it out. We'll see. And we got what's going to happen with Asuka. Because Shayna did say after whoever wins between Sasha and Asuka, she's got next. So probably Asuka's first defense will be against Shayna, and then Asuka will hold the belt maybe a month, maybe 2 months, or maybe a couple weeks, and then longer. And at Clash of the Champions, Asuka will defend the Raw Women's title against Shayna Baszler. Then on the SmackDown side, we'll get Bayley, don't give me a hug, taking on Sasha Banks, the boss, one-on-one for the SmackDown Women's title. And I think Sasha will become I believe 7-time women's champion. Getting really close to Charlotte territory. Charlotte's held the belt just about 12 times right now. And she's like, Ric Flair said that Charlotte might not be coming back for a year. Oh boy. The women's division has taken a really big hit. They don't have Becky. They don't have Charlotte now. Becky may be coming back by the Royal Rumble by February, whenever she pops that kid out and gets back into shape. So I'm thinking it's supposed to be due in December. So, maybe after she has a baby, maybe she'll go home and train, get the post baby weight off, or they might. I don't know what they're gonna do. I still think Becky will be a surprise entrant. I think so, but we'll see what happens with that as we move on to get to the Royal Rumble in January of 2021. But it's August 31st, 2020 now, so we're gonna worry about what happens on Raw tomorrow night with the women's division, and if Sasha Bailey get a rematch right away. I think they will, and then they'll lose again, and Sasha will just throw a fucking fit, maybe on SmackDown, but we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. All right, so that ends Payback, and like I said, it was a pretty decent show. Not great, but I think it was a little bit better than SummerSlam, and that's pretty much what I say about it. So now we're on the road to our next pay-per-view, next WWE pay-per-view, which will be lit at the end of September, which will be Clash of the Champions. We'll see what titles are on the line. I think every title's on the line, even the Raw and SmackDown tag team titles. Raw and SmackDown women's titles are going to be defended. The IC titles are going to be defended. The United States titles are going to be defended. I don't know about the probably on the pre-show the 24/7 title be up for grabs. Then maybe go after that they might have whoever wins it get beaten, and then maybe near the end of the night, R-Truth wins it for like the 40th or 41st time. But we'll see what happens with that, if they even do it. But that's it. We'll see what happens with that, and we move on from there. All right, so like I said, SmackDown was pretty damn good. My final grade is 6.5 out of 10 stars. Might be overrating it. A lot of people are giving it 4s and 5s, but I don't know what you were watching. I mean, it's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but my opinion matters the most. And my opinion is, I think it was a good show, but not level. Like I said, I'm going to give it 6.5 out of 10 stars, and that's that. So the recap for people who are just coming in, I got my good buddy Hayed Alejandro Pazeclatza in the chat, coming in a little bit late, but it's all right. To sum up the results for you stupid people at home, we had Bobby Lashley defeat Apollo Crews to be called coming out, after getting beat up and avoiding an attack. Apollo said that belt's coming back home. So maybe a rematch on Raw tomorrow night. Not that I really care, but we'll see what happens with that. And that's that. Then we had Big E defeat Sheamus with a big ending. So he's still going on his singles run, even though he was tagged in the last couple weeks. So maybe they restart the the storyline of Big E singles run of Big E. They'll officially start it and he goes somewhere. But this is Vince we're talking about. I don't know what's he gonna do with this. So we'll see what happens with that. That's that. All right, then we had Matt Riddle defeated King Corbin with the floating bro, whatever that is. So he picks up the victory, gains some revenge on Baron Corbin, makes Baron Corbin look stupid, but I think the feud is far from over. I see something on SmackDown on Friday night with Matt Riddle and Baron Corbin. Maybe have a rematch at Clash of Champions, but we'll see what that. So Matt Riddle defeated King Corbin, and we will move on. All right, then we had Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax defeated Sasha and Bayley to become the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. We'll see what happens with those lovely ladies. Well, with Shayna and Nia tomorrow night on Raw. What's that first defense going to be? I think it'll be against Sasha and Bayley. I think Sasha and Bayley will come out and say, we want a rematch, guaranteed, rematch. We're going to throw, we want a rematch, basically, blah, blah, blah. She's crying up a storm. And then Shayna and Nia, kind of agrees, like, we'll fight you for the tag titles and we'll beat you again, something like that. And we'll see what happens with that. So, Nia Jax and Shayna, new women's tag team champions. And then that's that. All right, we had Keith Lee defeated Randy Orton with a spirit bomb, 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. Keep Randy strong, as he's going to face Drew McIntyre when he can have a match at Clash of the Champions, maybe inside a cage or maybe in Hell in a Cell. I don't know. I don't think it's too early for that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So Keith Lee picks up his first major roster win. His first first roster is pretty big. So give it up to Keith Lee, and we'll see what happens with the Limitless One, Keith Lee, as he continues his journey on the main roster and in WWE. And that's that. So we'll see what happens with that, and we move on. All right, then we have the Mysterios, Ray and Dominic pin Seth Rollins and Murphy. Dominic got the pin over with a frog splash. That so the Mysterios will revenge for what Seth has done to them. Almost taking Ray's eye out, and then they started going after Dominic, and then going back and forth. Blah 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 blah. The feud is going to continue on tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, and then maybe end at Hell in a Cell in November. But we'll see. We shall see, and that's that. All right, then we end the show with the triple match. No holds barred. Universal title. Actually, with Bray's title, I should say. And Roman Reigns pins Braun Strowman after hitting him with a spear. 1, 2, 3. Roman Reigns becomes the new Universal Champion. And now, as we saw at the end, he has the shoulder over his shoulder, and then Paul Heyman with the contract that he didn't sign, and then he finally does sign it, and then he heads to the ring, beats the crap out of Strowman and and Bray Wyatt. So that was that, and yeah, so now we're gonna see the Roman agenda begin on Friday Night SmackDown. We'll see what happens, and like I said, I think Bray will come out and say, you know, you never beat me for the title fair and square. You know, I wasn't one pin, so I'm challenging you, Roman, to a match at Classic Champion, so I can get my belt back for the third time. But we'll see what happens with that. I think he will accept, and then at Classic Champions, Roman's gonna beat the crap out of him like he was supposed to do a few 5 months ago at WrestleMania. But we'll see. We shall see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw on the USA Network and the WWE app, the WWE Network, for that little price of $9.99. I'll get it out. But it is what it is. And that's pretty much it for that. All right, we're gonna end with some chat, and that's pretty much it. Basically, Roman was a damn opportunist. No, he was not like Edge, but he did, you know, come in and came back at the right time. We didn't think that Roman was gonna come back at all due to this fucking virus because he's autoimmune and all that shit. So if he gets it, he's kind of fucked. But let's hope he doesn't get it. But we'll see what happens with that. So he picked his shot. Came back at SummerSlam when nobody thought he would come back, and then they basically Payback was Roman's pay-per-view. Basically, they were going to give it to Roman right then and there. They made Payback. Payback was basically Roman's pay-per-view, and that's all I got to say about that. So big ups to Roman winning the Universal title once again, and we'll see what happens this Friday night on SmackDown on Fox. That's that. And move on. The fight of the Mysterio family versus Messiah Club and the Triple Threat was the redeeming of the event. Yes. The main event was pretty good. The ring imploding was, as always, everybody gets fucking marks out for the ring breaking and everything. Because I saw the end of it, on my break. Because I had to go to the bathroom, so I come back. I put it on for just like a few seconds, and then I see Braun up top, and then Bray goes up to meet him, and then they hit the superplex, and the ring just breaks. I was like, holy shit! And then I had to go back to work, because I was gonna stay and watch the whole pay-per-view because I had to go to work, and then so I had to go to the bathroom. I get back to what I was doing before I got fired, but it is what it is. So I got back to work and finished my job, finished my evening, my late afternoon, early evening, early afternoon to late evening closing shift, and that's that. So yeah, but Mysterio versus Seth and Murphy was pretty good. Not great, but I think it was pretty good. I think it was like a decent match. Not match of the night, because I think the Triple Threat match was match of the night, but it is what it was like, maybe co match of the night, but really brought it in. That's that. So I thought there would be a betrayal by Sasha to Bayley. I think they might save that for tomorrow. I think they're gonna save it for tomorrow on Monday Night Raw, because I think that they'll have the celebration for Shayna and Nia. They'll almost come to a fight. Maybe we'll see. And then Sasha and Bayley will come out. It's like, we want a rematch. And then Shayna and Nia are like, okay, you want us to beat you again? We'll do it. And then Bayley will either tap out again or lose or get pinned. And then Sasha's gonna be pissed. And she's like, you cost us. You cost me the Raw Women's Championship. You cost me the Women's Tag Team titles. I'm sick of this. It's always been about you, Bayley. You. blah blah blah, and you say you beaten everybody and you beaten everybody, but you haven't beaten me, so I'm challenging you to a match for the SmackDown Women's Title at Classic Champions. That's what I think she might say. If not, she might attack Bayley, and then and then uh and then on SmackDown she'll challenge her on SmackDown for the belt at Clash of Champions, and that's it. So that's probably how it's gonna go down, but we'll see. King Cohen for me is the worst king in the ring in fucking history. Yeah. I think he is. He's boring as fucking king in the ring. I mean, I would probably say, yeah, the worst. I mean, I think the worst. Nah. There hasn't been that many bad king in the rings, though. I mean, William Regal, Triple H, Mabel, Big Daddy Z, Big Daddy V, Viscera, for all you dumb people. God rest his mighty soul. Harley Race, the first king in the ring, legendary king in the ring. The Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh, yeah, King Macho Man. Macho King Randy Savage with Sensational Sherry back in the day. That was pretty damn cool. He's not King of the Ring, but Jerry the King Lawler. Owen Hart, the King of Hearts. You all remember that when he won the King of the Ring? Stone Cold Steve Austin won the King of the Ring, and that really bolstered his career. The Austin era after that, which really brought in the Attitude Era. And I think Wade Barrett won it one year. They really should bring King of the Ring back as his own pay-per-view again, but probably never see that again, but we'll see. And that's that. But yeah, I would give King Coleman worst King of the Ring. But that's that. Fuck Baron Coleman. He sucks. Fucking cock. And that's all I can say about that. And we'll move on. You found out that Tyson Fury challenged Drew for the WWE title. How stupid? You don't think so? I haven't heard that, but I think Tyson Fury's a dick. But I mean, if he wants to fight Drew for the belt, I think Drew's gonna knock his ass out. I really don't want him to be the next WWE champion. God forbid that happens. It'll be a slap in the face to everybody who's held that title. I don't see it happening, but you never know. You never know. I really don't care for Tyson Fury that much. That's it. That's it. The next pay-per-view that would be is Night of Champions. No, it's they did away with Night of Champions. They're calling it Clash of the Champions, which is an old WCW event pay-per-view. Well, not pay-per-view because it was live on TV. So they took the it's a WCW name like Bash at the Beach, or or the Great American Bash. They don't have Bash at the Beach. The Great American Bash, Starrcade they use, but Starrcade's not even. Starrcade's just an event right now. It's not like a major pay-per-view like what WCW had, because Starrcade was like their WrestleMania from like 1982, 83 all the way up to 2001, I think. And it had some pretty good Starrcades back in the day, like during the NWA WCW era. And that's that. But yeah, the next pay-per-view is Clash of the Champions at the end of September. A couple of weeks away. So that's that. Now we move on. In fact, the Bayley and Sasha thing is until SmackDown. They are both from that brand, bro. Yeah, I know. That's what I think is gonna happen. They're gonna have a rematch on Raw. Then on SmackDown this Friday night, they're just gonna come to blows. Their friendship would be over. The two-woman power trip would be over. And like I said, I think Sasha would be really fed up. Says like, you say you've beaten everybody on the roster, but you haven't beaten me yet. So I'm challenging you at Clash of the Champions for the SmackDown Women's title. Or she was like, right here, right now. And then Bayley's like, nah, I'm gonna do it on my terms. and then I'll give you, or I should say, okay, you want to act tough, I'll give you a shot at Clash of the Champions. Blah 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 blah. And that they had the match at Clash of Champions. Sasha wins the belt, becomes a 6-time women's champion because she held the Raw Women's Champion 5 times now. And now she'll add number 6, the SmackDown Women's title, for winning it for the first time on SmackDown, but 6-time overall. And then they'll have a rematch maybe at Hell in a Cell, not inside Hell in a Cell, but at Hell in a Cell, because I don't think it'll be right to have a what you call it, have a Hell in a Cell match when you just started the feud or anything. It would be really stupid though. That's that. I think they're gonna at Hell in a Cell. They're probably gonna do maybe 2 Hell in a Cell matches. It's gonna be Drew versus Randy Orton. That's probably definite. Orton's gonna win, retain the title, and then go to Survivor Series, and probably be on a. They'll probably have a team with Randy on it or something. Or Drew, it'll be Drew, Randy, and a couple other people, and then Randy and Drew just cancel each other out. I still think NXT is gonna win the brand war again, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Sasha and Bayley gonna start the feud on Friday Night SmackDown this Friday, and that's pretty much it. And we move on from there. It just needs McGregor to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title. No, I'd rather not see him either. He's talked shit about the WWE. I mean, if it does happen, I'd love to see Roman kick his ass and send him back to Ireland in a body bag. He's too overrated. Him and Tyson Fury, most overrated guys in boxing or MMA. That's all I gotta say. They're really overrated. They fucking suck. Both of them fucking suck cock. That's all I gotta say about that. Fuck them. But if it does happen, I think Roman will beat the crap out of him. But, who knows? Who cares? All right, final comment of the night. I remember I see King of the Ring 94 when Owen Hart won, and he faced Bret Hart at SummerSlam in a cage. Yeah, it was in a cage. What a fiefdom. I don't know what that means. That was built in that year. Yeah, I mean, back in '94, Owen was starting to come into his own, basically, and he became the King of Hearts. Then I think he had a title shot with Bret. I don't know if that was the SummerSlam '94. I think I don't know if it was '94. What year was they had the cage match? But I think it was just a regular match, and Bret Hart won, obviously. Let me see. Maybe I can look up. I don't know if I can look this up, but I'm pretty sure. I think it was a cage match that year. I'm wasting time. I'm gonna get this video up, but we'll see. I don't think I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna get up and look at my phone. But I'm pretty sure it was in a cage. It's SummerSlam '94. Oh, I know the match at WrestleMania 20. Not 20, WrestleMania 10, where Owen beat Bret, and then later on Bret beat Yokozuna to become the WWF champion, and went the belt for a while. And then somehow he left, then he came back. Then the whole thing with the Macho screw job. Yeah, it was a cage match. I was right. Bret Hart defeated Owen by escaping the cage. I think he went through the door, I think he went through the door. I don't think he climbed out of it, but that but it was a pretty damn good match. And yeah, but yeah, I think the best King of the Ring, I think, was Harley Race, because he was the first one. Oh, then if you want to go worst King of the Rings, I think it's a tie between Baron Corbin and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I forgot Hacksaw Jim Duggan was King of the Ring at one point. I think he was feuding with Harley Race, and then he won a match. He won a match, which made him King of the Ring, which I thought was stupid. He was a horrible freaking King of the Ring. But I think he's up there with Baron Corbin as worst King of the Rings. But that's all I can say about that. And we'll move on. All right. I appreciate that Roman did not find out about Bray Wyatt and his character again. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. Okay. Yeah, I thought Roman found out about the Fiend. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he will find out about the Fiend. I don't know. I don't care. But we'll see what happens with that. So that's it. All right, that's it for my video. Thank you to Jair for coming in the chat and having a little bit of a discussion about Payback and some other things. We talked about a little bit about King of the Ring, SummerSlam 94, involved in that. So that was pretty nice. But Payback tonight was pretty decent. I gave it 6.5 out of 10 stars for the night, and we'll see what happens tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw as we start the road to Clash of the Champions 2020 coming up later in September in a few weeks. And we'll see what the feuds will be, what matches may be announced for that down in the next coming weeks. And we'll see how it is. Maybe it'll be a good pay-per-view. Maybe it won't. Who knows? And that's all I got to say about that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. I'm going to edit this video up, and then I have to get to sleep. I have to get up early in the morning because I have to go to the doctor. I have to go to the hospital. I'm not sick or anything. I just have to go for a checkup. And then I'll come back, and then have some lunch, just rest for a couple hours, and then I got to get dressed for work, and I'm going to have a long night of work. Not too long, about 5.5 hours of work. I gotta wait for the overnight guy to come in, and he usually comes in like 15, 20, 30 minutes late, which fucking pisses me off. So I probably would be out maybe between 11:45, maybe 12 o'clock, 12, maybe at the latest probably 12:15. I really don't want to stay past 12. I don't. I'll just ask my supervisor if I can leave. If I can leave after that. So I probably won't be home till, I would say, probably around 12:30, probably around the same time I came home tonight. Then I gotta rewatch everything from Raw and eat and feed my cat. So I'm just gonna skim through most of the matches. So I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. So I'll skim through the matches. I'll watch a little bit of it on my mini break. So I'll probably watch maybe the first half hour of Raw. I'll probably watch that, see what's going on, and then I think in between I'll catch a little bit of after I do a couple of things, and then when I go into the break room just to take a piss or whatever, or to go wash my hands or just to see what's going on, I'll go in and out of Raw. But then when I come home, I'm probably gonna fast forward through most of Raw, and I would say probably around 1:15, maybe 1:30. I say about 1:30 in the morning. I do my Raw review, so check it out on the Killer Demons channel, and hope to see you there. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, Jair gives it 6 out of 10. All right, he's in the ballpark. That's good. And that's it. And take care. See you tomorrow after 1. Yeah. All right, Jair. Thank you for coming in, and I will definitely see you tomorrow night. Well, not after Raw, but a couple hours after Raw. Because, like I said, I got to work till about I'm really supposed to get out 11:30, but I gotta wait for my my coworker to do the overnight shift. And like I said, I don't know what time he's gonna come in. It's gonna be 11:45, close to midnight. So I'll probably be home by 12:45. Then I'll watch Raw for like maybe 45 minutes and eat and feed my cat, and that'll be that. And then I'll come back. I'll come on. The first thing I'll do is my Raw. This is the Raw review on the Killer Demons channel, and I'll get that out of the way. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. All right. So once again, Payback got 6.5 out of 10 stars from me. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section of the video. Continue to smash that like button to death, and smash that subscribe button on this channel and all my other channels, which down below in the description box. If you're on social media, on Facebook, follow me on, not follow me, friend me on Facebook. Just type in Peter Gilmore. You'll find me somewhere. Maybe I'll friend you back. Maybe I won't. Depends if you're good or not. But if you're on Twitter, you can follow me at the link, at my Twitter link down below, which is down below in the description box, and maybe I'll follow you back. I don't know. We'll see. And that's that. And also share the video all over the internet: Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, everywhere else on the internet. And tell your friends to watch the video and have them subscribe, and then tell their friends to subscribe, and then have their friends to subscribe. And hopefully we get a lot of subs coming in, so we can hopefully reach some milestones and some goals. And we'll see what happens with that. Personally, this channel, I want to get to 500 subscribers, hopefully by the end of the year. We're at 350 now, so about 150 away. So don't know if we're going to get to it by the end of the year, but we'll see what happens. But tell your friends to tell their friends and get them to subscribe. And hopefully we can get to 500. That's one of my goals, get on this channel, 500 subscribers. And then we'll think about maybe getting 1,000 a couple of years down the road after that. But we'll see. I'm not begging for subs or anything like that, but it'll be nice to have some more subs here and there. But we'll see what happens. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you for watching. Go to sleep, everybody. If you're in the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, maybe start thinking about going to sleep. It's almost 3 o'clock here in the Northeast, almost 12 o'clock Pacific time. And anywhere else, it is probably if you're in London, it's Monday morning. If you're in Japan, it's Tuesday. If you're in Australia, it's Tuesday, because the international date line is one day ahead of us. I don't know, those lucky bastards. By the way, before I end, congratulations to Naito for beating Evil and becoming a two-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Well, not two-time, but IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Champion. He won the belts back, and we'll see what happens with him as we go to the G1 coming up in Fighting Spirit Unleashed is coming, and I think the G1's coming. I think after that, I'm not exactly sure when the G1 is, but I know the G1's coming. And personally, my pick for the G1 is Sonata. I think he will be the one to challenge Naito at Wrestle Kingdom 15 in the Tokyo Dome, and I think Sonata will be the next double champion. But we'll see what happens with that, and as we get there. And that's it. So congratulations to my buddy Naito. Ow, I just hit myself in the eye. That's it. So that's it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow night for my Raw review on the Killer Demons channel. And that's it. So have a good night, everybody. And a good start to your work week, or whatever you're going to do this week. Let's have a good start to the week. The unofficial start of September after tomorrow, the last day of August. And then Tuesday begins the first day of September. We got Labor Day weekend this coming weekend. So get your plans accordingly. And I don't have any plans. I'll probably be working that whole entire weekend and Labor Day, which sucks, but it is what it is. Making holiday pay, time and a half on next Monday. Because I need it, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on. If you're not down with that, Well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's all I got to say about that. See you tomorrow, everybody. I'm out. Peace, bitches.